Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Apex 5 co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Complete Fighter Apparel. It will be in the lightweight division when the action begins. Your referee in charge of this bout is Josh Ward. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner with a pro record, 0 wins and only 1 defeat. He weighed in 155 pounds. Fighting out of Striker Martial Arts in Bristol, Tennessee, Randy, the real deal, Stamey. His opponent, standing across the cage, fighting tonight out of the blue corner with a pro record of 2 wins with only 1 defeat. He weighed in 156 pounds. Fighting out of Gamma in Greenville, Tennessee, Showtime, Steven New.
Already heard the Showtime chant. A huge crowd here to see Steven New fight in our co-main event tonight. Apex Fights 5. Tyler Minton, Adam Townsend. I'm Vince Ferrara in this lightweight bout at 155-pound. This professional bout, Randy Stamey in the black trunks with the green, and the black and white for Steven New.
No touching gloves. Randy was going to touch gloves, and Steven didn't want to. Huge high crotch takedown for Steven New there.
3 5-minute rounds.
Watch the elbows here. You remember this is pro. We can throw elbows to the face on the ground.
Elbow to the side there from New.
Watch the elbows right here coming from Steven New on top right here. Perfect position. My favorite position to do ground and pound in. Tyler's a great ground and pound guy too. He loves the side control position as well. I mean the half guard position as well for ground and pound.
Absolutely, man. The thing about the half guard position I think is so underrated because when you're in half guard, you're essentially pinning a guy's bottom leg down. You can do a lot from there. And for the guy to get close to you, for the guy to turn in, he exposes his head. And, for a guy like me who likes to headhunt, that's a very good position for me to be in.
Raining down with the left is New. The Showtime chant.
What Randy needs to do in this position, guys, is Randy has got to get a left underhook right here. He's got to get a left underhook, control the posture of Steven New, quit allowing Steven New to posture up and land them big punches that he's landing. And Steven New might be setting up maybe an arm bar right here, or possibly even a head and arm choke. He was, and he's getting out and back to the pounding. Looking to pin arm down now. Beautiful little position out there to land an elbow to the forehead.
And landed some lefts to the head of Randy.
Steven New, I've trained with the guy several times. I've not trained with him for this fight particularly. I'm going to question to see how his cardio plays out if this fight goes, pretty long. Because I know Randy's training hard, and I'm sure Steven did too. But Steven seems to gas a little bit in training sometimes that I've trained with him. So curious just to see how, if it gets standing back up or whatever, that if he's got the cardio to continue this pace that he's doing. Because this is a furious pace right here these first 2 minutes.
Is Showtime doing enough, Tyler, from the top?
Yeah, I feel like he is.
Oh, boy.
He's not doing tons of damage, but he's maintained control the entire time. And he is. He's throwing little, war of attrition, throwing little pot shots, throwing little punches.
He's not really landing anything right now. He's kind of got that arm pin, which is good, but watch Randy to give up his back. That's not what he wants to do with Steven. Steven will catch an arm or a choke right here pretty nastily. These fights will go longer. Corner's jumping up like it's over. We'll see if it is.
The rear naked, how tight is that?
He seems to be fighting out of. He's working his chin. He's turning it nice.
Good job by Randy Stamey.
Very nice escape from Randy Stamey. He done everything right there. Turned his chin, positioned his body the opposite direction of the choke.
And it looked tight.
It was tight.
I feel like a lot of guys tap out before they necessarily have to. That fear factor. And Randy did a good job, toughing it out and waiting.
And
you'll put me to sleep regardless.
And just before that, the flurry of about 15 straight punches from Showtime.
Yeah. I mean, this has been all first round by Steven New. 3 minutes. These are 5-minute rounds. These are long rounds. A lot of people don't understand the difference going from amateur to pro, how much longer 2 minutes is in a round.
It's almost an entirely other round added on there.
It is. And an amateur fight can only last 9 minutes, and a pro lasts almost double that. So
Randy trying to posture up.
He's looking for the arm bar. He's looking to come out with the arm bar on that side, though, is what Steven's looking to do. He's trained with Bodie Price, actually, so it's kind of the same kind of arm bar that one Gamma guy's done beat with a striker guy.
3.5 minutes into round number 1 in this co-main event.
He just needs to jerk his arm out as quickly as possible. Now he's on top. There we go. 1.5 minutes, and Randy Stamey's on top of this fight now. But he's still in trouble.
Going for the arm.
Oh,
He's tapping.
There it is.
Armbar victory from Stephen New, round number 1. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the round.
Wow.
What? We get the Showtime chance, man. Randy Stamey with a great deal of respect.
On cue.
On cue.
Showtime, dominant in our co-main event with the win to move to 3-1 in defeating the real deal Randy Stamey. Tyler, what a performance.
Man, he did good. His opponent kept, he was going for a lot of submissions. His opponent was getting out of them. But Stephen New did a really good job of not giving up. Once he'd get out of a submission, he'd start transition to something else. The armbar, we thought he had it a little bit earlier than, Randy did a good job of nullifying it, stopping for a little while. But Stephen New didn't give up. He kept grinding for it, kept going for it, and ended up getting it.
And you'll see here on the replay.
Very nice setup to the armbar there. I mean, Randy just had to pop that arm out or get back in his guard one of the two. He just ended up making a slight mistake and left his arm in a little too long and cost him the fight. That's the second time we've seen somebody leave their arm in there a little bit longer than they should.
All right, back to the cage and our official decision. Here is Cody Gwynn.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Ward has called a stop to this fight. 3 minutes and 45 seconds into the first round. Your winner by submission via armbar, and in the blue corner, Showtime, Stephen